cruisers! Yay! So good to be here together with all of you, celebrating the beginning of a new month, celebrating that cruising is reopening more and more every day, and just hanging out and being together and talking cruise. If you have any cruise questions, you know you can type them in the chat. Now will be a great time. We're just thrilled to see all of you here. We've had a very active pre-chat. Lots of people hanging out and just getting to know one another, chatting about shortages of gasoline in Bombay Sapphire and all the necessities of life. So it's great to see you. And we've got a couple of folks who are on cruises. If you are writing in and chatting if you're in the live chat and you're on a cruise ship, please let me know. I know that Michelle is on a cruise ship, and I'm not sure if Zach is on a cruise ship. I was having a hard time telling if that was the case, but please let me know if you are on a cruise ship right now. And of course, I do want to let all of you know that right after this, we're going to head over to Amazon and have an after party. That is not an April Fool's joke. It is a real thing. We're going to do some cruise shopping over there. We're going to talk about everything from cruise clothes, the dress I'm wearing, this dress, all kinds of bags and sunscreen and cruise essentials. So what I'd love for all of you to do is join us. As soon as we're done here, we're just going to pop over there and continue the party. And I've just put a link in the chat. If you can't make it to that, that's okay. Just click on the link and hit follow so that you can get notifications and join us another time. We are so excited to answer your cruise questions. Start typing them in the chat, and I'm going to jump in and see what everybody is up to. Woohoo! What's up, Arch and Jay? How are you? Scotty, what's up? You are back on the Pano April 23rd. Boy, that is the longest hiatus you have been on, my friend, in a long time. Susan has our first question of the night. Susan says, hey, CruiseTipsTV, how was Discovery Princess? Holy cow. Susan, it was gorgeous, spectacular, shiny, new, so spacious, so luxe. That was one word that I kept like saying in my mind over and over again. I've been on Royal Princess and that ship is just as glorious, but this one smelled like new ship and it was absolutely luxe. I just, oh gosh, I can't wait to get on it for a full sailing. It's a big ship. One thing that I think you're going to notice when you cruise on Discovery Princess is you are going to feel like there's an enormous amount of space around you. The pool decks are huge. The jogging track is enormous. Now we've got a website article coming out very soon to tell you guys all about it and show you photos. And you're going to see this jogging track is like, it's huge. It's just incredible how much space you are going to have when you are sailing on it. Seth said, I believe the first question was, what are we drinking? So I'm drinking water for now, Seth, but the after party is where it's going to start for me because I can't make it through two of these if I start now. So I have to pace myself. Great question, Jedi. I'm going to answer that in a few minutes. I like that one. I saw it. Packwood said, just tell me they are stopping pre-testing for fully vax. Oh, we all wish they were. It's just not happening yet. But you're seeing exemptions come in a little more with some lines. Things are gonna, they're gonna change, but I just don't think they're going to change that quickly. So I don't have a time frame for you. I don't even have a suspected time frame. If you were to have asked me a few weeks ago, I would have said that the vaccines and testing and everything's going to stay through 2022. But there have been things that have happened since then that have made me think that things are going to move faster. Like, for example, Princess and Holland America opening up a vaccine exemption program. There was no way I thought that would happen in 2022, and it did. So, folks, I have no insider information whatsoever, but I can tell you I think things are going to move in these teeny tiny baby steps, but I think they're going to move a little faster than we think. All right. Roy, aka Jedi, drink package is worth it. I don't really drink that much, but I do love my soda. Depends. So one of the nice things about drink packages, there are soda packages, and some lines even have refreshment packages, Roy. It's hard for me to call you Roy. It's really hard. But there's a lot of factors to consider. It's not always all about the money, because with these drink packages, a lot of times you're getting bottled water, coffee, smoothies, and alcohol-based drinks. And so sometimes it's about that convenience, and can you make it worth it with all of those types of beverages? Or do you just not want to worry about the bill? right? If you don't want to worry about the bill, just having it done and paid for might be worth it for you. So you don't look at every single check you sign and go, how much is that gonna be now? Like, how much? Simply Beauty said, I'm going on Symphony this season. May I need ideas of things to do in St. Martin with a 12-year-old? Oh, definitely zip lining. Simply Beauty, I highly recommend that you go and do the zip lining excursion in St. Martin. It's called, I feel like it's the Rainforest Adventure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Rainforest Adventures, St. Martin is wonderful. There's so many other good things to do. The hop-on, hop-off bus is absolutely wonderful. In fact, Gabriel, who owns the business, was here a little bit earlier, and it's a great way to see St. Martin for the first time. You could do something like that in the morning and then plan an active excursion in the afternoon so that you get a chance to see everything. Mike and Cheryl said, question, will we have videos? Are you talking about for Discovery Princess, Mike and Cheryl? If that's what you're talking about, we will not have videos on YouTube, but I have tons of vertical video that's going on to Instagram. I had hoped to do it midweek this week, but every night I was exhausted and I just couldn't quite get to it. So I'm hoping this weekend I can start the process, but because I went by myself, I couldn't do both. I had to choose photos or videos, and then I had to choose to do Instagram videos because I'm just not skilled enough to do what my husband does and film horizontal stuff for YouTube. So that is going to be all on Instagram for now with beautiful photographs on the website. I hope that's what you guys were talking about, but I'm not sure. Valerie said, question, I've never sailed on Carnival. Any tips? I checked in last night for the Dream. Has anyone done the captain's table? Are you talking about the chef's table experience, Valerie? Carnival is really fun. My tip for you is go to the sail away party, get involved, do the events, go to the steakhouse on night one. Usually the steakhouses offer a free bottle of wine on night one, so take advantage of that. Sometimes they'll do it on the last night as well, but highly recommend, and yes, do the chef's table. It's wonderful. Amanda said, do you have recommendations for shore excursions in Ketchikan and Juneau? Oh, in June, Ketchikan in June. Oh, I love Ketchikan. There's so many wonderful things to do. If you wanted to do something close to the port, you could do the lumberjack show. You could also do a totem park type thing. There's a lot of outdoor adventure there too. You could go river rafting. You could go eagle watching. You could go do an off-road adventure. In Ketchikan, there's so much. You could also just walk around the town if you wanted to. One of our favorite things we've ever done in Ketchikan is a bear walk, where we went to like a bear reserve and we walked around the area and got to see bears. It was so fantastic. Expensive, but worth it. Vicky said, Discovery Princess have a ship within a ship concept? No, it doesn't have a ship within a ship concept. No. However, they've done some interesting things, Vicky, on this ship that I want to tell you about. By the retreat pool, which is not an upcharge pool, it's an adults only pool. They've lined it with staterooms. So you kind of feel like you're in this little oasis if you book staterooms on the deck by the retreat pool, because you can come out and you can go straight to the retreat pool, which is free and adults only. Super cool. They do have beautiful suites. They do have a suite lounge just for suite guests. And they do have the sanctuary, which is kind of like the MSC Yacht Club, but it's just a day pass kind of a place where you go pay. So the cabins and the dining aren't connected to it. But you could always choose a club class mini suite and then book into the sanctuary. But no, they don't per se have a ship within a ship. Okay. Aw, Amanda said, oh, I love the sail away bag. I absolutely need this in my life. Where can I get one? Wonderful question. I will tell you exactly where you can get one. Amanda, in our shopping live stream after this, you can get this bag. But if you can't make it, you can shop the store anytime. And I've just put the link in there for you, Amanda. You will see it right now. And they have other ones too. They don't have just the sail away ones. They have some that say, oh gosh, I forgot what they say, but they're all kinds of nautical, cute, vacation-y things. I just took off my shoes, so if I just got an inch shorter, guys, it's real. Catherine Vasquez said, hello, will my 4-year-old be allowed on my scheduled May 2 TA cruise? I'm getting conflicting responses after calling Royal Caribbean. Thank you for your help. Do you mean, Catherine, is that a travel agent cruise? What does TA mean? If it's a travel agent cruise, that's going to be up to Royal Caribbean and their policy for the travel agent cruise. Otherwise, I don't see why not. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, if you see what she means by TA, let me know, because I need clarity. Cindy O said, what and how do I do the pre-testing? Cindy, it depends on what cruise line you're on. If you are vaccinated, usually you can test at home using, I wish I had one right here. I don't have one out here. Using one of the Abbott Binax Now home tests, you must have it proctored by EMED. Go to your cruise line website. Go to the health and safety protocols and pre-purchase the test from the website. Do it at home. Best advice for you. Rich F said, what do you think about cruise lines partnering with Uplift to pay for your cruises over a longer period, even after you've taken your cruise? Rich F, I think it's a good option. At first I was like, what is this? This is going to be so expensive for people. There's got to be just a horrible amount of interest on that. But my travel agent actually said that Uplift is wonderful and that the financing is great and a lot of people love it. Aw, Locksmith gave us a nice little super sticker. Thank you so much. Bruce, is that you? I think I recognize that name. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you so very much. Boy Meets Grits, any recommendations for what to do in Juneau, traveling with parents with some mobility issues? Yes, there's lots of things you can do. A city tour on a bus would be really nice. They probably would love the salmon bake. They might like going to the visitor center in Juneau. There is some walking. It is mobility friendly, but the visitor center is a lovely place to go inside and just look around, and they can just glance out at Mendenhall Glacier. Nick Ward said, we're headed out on Allure of the Seas in November out of Galveston. Your channel has helped us so much with great tips, and we hope to be able to cruise more. Yes, Nick, I hope you can too. I want to cruise out of Galveston. That's on my like, I hope to do it within the next year list. Like, it's up there. Yanira Graves said, things to do in Vancouver, Juneau, Sitka, Ketchikan, and Skagway. Okay, we've already covered Juneau and Ketchikan. Skagway, I highly recommend the White Pass Rail or some outdoor adventure like rock climbing. In Vancouver, I'm not an expert, but our Canadian friends or our Vancouver experts, what should Yanira do? In Sitka, there's so many different things you could do. You could rent a boat for the day. You could go to Fortress of the Bear. It just depends on what your cruise line offers because it's a little bit of a smaller town. Arch and Jay, thank you so very much for the super chat. You were inspired by us to go on a cruise next week. Hello, that's amazing. Okay, send me a pic, Arch and Jay. I want to know more about it when you guys get back. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Kel Morable said, what is a ship within a ship concept? Kel Morable. That is like Norwegian's The Haven, or it is like MSC's Yacht Club, where you have an area within the ship where you basically can live in like a complex that has its own restaurant and kind of some upscale dining and upscale living with your own pool deck and your own butler and your own fancy service. But it's on the same ship in its own area. Amanda McWilliams, where's your clock? Oh no, I just noticed it's missing. No, it's just down low. Amanda, is this what you're talking about? This little guy? He's there. Mr. Clock is alive and well. He's okay. Karen and Gord. Oh, Karen said, what blush are you wearing? It's beautiful. Karen, I'm wearing a beautiful new NARS shade. I can't remember which one it is, but it's very pink. I'll let you know later. Aw, Joe Mock, thank you for the super chat. Joe said, Princess Novice here. When will I be able to get into my travel group in the Medallion app? 2, anyone with experience on testing after the land portion but before the cruise starts will Princess handle? Thanks to Cruise Tips TV. Joe, these are advanced questions. I haven't cruised with Princess with an actual physical medallion since the pandemic, so I don't know when you're going to be able to get in there. And I'm assuming that they're going to be helping you with that testing. But what I would like you guys to do, Joe, is you and Nora pack several of the Abbott Binax kits because you can test using the Wi-Fi after the land portion, but before the cruise starts. You can test in your hotel. So that's what I would do if I were you. But your travel agent should be advising you on the testing, or Princess should be sending you some kind of information about that. It should be in writing somewhere. But yeah, I know that's tricky. Catherine Vasquez, thank you for the darling little super sticker. So sweet. Thank you, thank you. Jim Ring says, question, perhaps silly question, but wondering how late can I book a cruise before they cut off the ability to book? I have seen same week cruises. I've seen if it's Monday and you want to cruise this Friday or Saturday, you can go. I've seen same week cruises over and over, so you can find them very last minute, and you can find them cheap. Sometimes the prices go up, but if the occupancy is low, you can get deals. It is a thing, and if I were you, if I were in your situation and when I am retired, I will be doing the same things. Just Drea! Drea says, is Discovery Princess on the West Coast? Yes. Drea, Discovery Princess is starting her journey from Los Angeles doing Mexican Riviera and California coastal cruises. She is then relocating to Alaska for the summer and then back. So she's going to do that standard rotation. Oh my goodness, Rich F, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Heather Melcher said Norwegian Bliss Thermal Spa Week Pass worth it if you like. If you like the steam rooms and everything and you feel like it's in your budget, 100% yes. For me, thermal suites are becoming more and more attractive as I want to rest more on my vacation, so I would do it, Heather. Laura McCarthy, and by the way, it's a beautiful thermal suite. It's big. Laura McCarthy said, do you think the vaccine mandate will be lifted in a year? I hope so, Laura. I really do. I think that it's confusing to me because we have people coming out and authorities coming out and saying that you need a fourth shot, like booster after booster. And so it's so hard because for as long as the vaccines and the boosters are going to be recommended by the CDC, the cruise lines will probably want to be heeding those recommendations to keep people safe. So it's very hard to know. I don't see it going away anytime soon, to be honest. Mike and Cheryl. Thank you, Mr. C. And oh yeah, you too, Sherry. Love you guys. Thank you guys. We love you too and appreciate you so much. That was very sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Heart family, hello. What are the pros and cons to self-embark and debark as opposed to giving your bags to the porters, going on our second cruise, not sure which to do? Heart family, it's totally up to you. It depends on whether or not you want to deal. On day one, I would give them almost everything. Keep a small backpack with you. If you're taking your own soda, water, wine on, take a rolling suitcase so it's not too heavy. But the only reason to keep a lot of stuff with you on day one is because you're bringing beverages or you might want to go swimming or do an activity. So you're taking the stuff you really, really need, but the rest of it I would surrender. On debark, it depends on how fast you need to get off the ship and if you want to have to put your bags out the night before. For us, we don't really like the hassle of putting our bags out and we pack pretty light anyway. My husband's like, no, you don't. I have to roll your stinking suitcases. Why do you lie to the people? But it's, just how fast you want to get off that ship. So hopefully those, that will shed some light on it. Noemi, tips for when you go on the same ship for a second time, rejoining Explorer of the Seas next January. Oh, not a back-to-back, Noemi, but like, how do you make it feel different? Oh, I love it. So look at if there's any specialty dining, which I don't know how much there is on Explorer of the Seas. I know she's an older one. I would definitely make it a point to try to get your hands on some specialty dining menus, restaurant menus, and maybe try to mix up your dining routine, mix up your entertainment routine. But the most important thing, Noemi, that I would do, if you really want it to feel different, book a cabin in a completely different area of the ship and see how that feels. Sophie Anderson said, hey, love your videos. When's your next cruise? We'll surprise you, Sophie. We'll surprise you. Hopefully it'll be very soon, but we'll surprise you. Sarah Mishlig said, you know anything about RCCL staying on the West Coast? I don't see anything after May. Maybe you can move that up for me, honey. May 2023. So they just haven't programmed Navigator of the Seas past May 2023. I haven't heard anything about that, but I hope they keep the ship here. But people need to buy those. They need to buy those rooms. Hi, Chi. How are you? Shar, thanks for cheerleading. I always see my Shar. Kel Morable, has anybody used luggage forward to the ship, your bags from home? Yes, I have known people who have done that on Alaska cruises, and they say that it's wonderful. AJ is in the house. Hello to you and the family. Sophie Anderson said, quick question, is the drink package worth it on Royal Caribbean? Sophie, to me it is. It's the one cruise line where I buy it. And the reason I buy it is because I can get my husband an exception because he doesn't drink. I can get him the Royal Refreshment package. I can get myself the booze package, and we're paying less. We're both happy, and this stuff is just so good. So I love it. Travelin' Garrett's, oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat. How are you guys? Traveling Garrett said, Sherry and Mr. C, we're going on Panorama April 16th for birthday anniversary. Watching your videos and this cruise is making us so excited. I'm so happy to hear that. Traveling Garrett's, I want to make sure also that if you're going on Panorama, that you go to our website, CruiseTipsTV.com, and type in Panorama. Did you know that we wrote travel diaries every day? We've got blog entries with photos and drinks of the day and venues of the day. It like goes beyond the vlogs. It was really fun, so I want you to go check that out. Mike and Cheryl said, question, what are you hearing about next-gen princess ships? So curious. Okay, Mike and Cheryl, I do have scoop for you because when I got that private tour, I got a little bit of intel, and this is what I learned. The ships will innovate, there will be differences, and they will not be smaller. They will be bigger. That's what I was told. So that's the scoopy poopy. I forgot the name of they gave me the class name, and I forgot what it was already because I was an information overload name. Anybody know the next class of princess ships? Somebody want to Google it? But Mike and Cheryl, yeah, they're going bigger. I was shocked. I was like, wait, what? Princess? Really? So yeah. Dawn Teeple, excited to see you live. Can't wait for 9-day cruise in July, first since COVID. Woohoo! Yay! Thank you, Dawn. Tamra Shea, hi, I'm 24, going on a cruise by myself on Caribbean Princess. Any tips for solo travel? Yes. Tamra, get out there on day one and meet people. Go to events, go to the sail away party, mingle, go around the ship, hang out at a bar that feels good to you. You will instantly, if you would like to make new friends, you will. Princess cruisers are very, very friendly and fun. Also, join your roll call on Cruise Critic, cruiseline.com, Facebook, anywhere with a roll call, join it. Now, maybe you don't want to get involved. Maybe you're a solo cruiser who's an introvert. And I can just assure you that whatever it is that you're looking to do, you're going to be fine and you're going to be happy. Supola, question, in your opinion, which line has the best specialty dining? Honestly, Norwegian. Norwegian, because there's so many choices. I mean, you know, but I love Royal Caribbean. I love Carnival steakhouses. You guys know it. And I love Princess's specialty, but I really feel like Norwegian has the most choice. Did that surprise you, Susan? Roy Jedi said, what? Cruise line has the best sushi? Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean, yes. Amanda Weingartner, going on my very first cruise on Explorer this season, August, so stoked. I've been researching for months. Yay! Awesome, Amanda. I love hearing that you guys are going on these smaller ships, these older, smaller ships. Yes, Yvonne, we're going to be on Amazon Live right after this. Let me give you the link. Here you go, my dear. We're going to be over there after this. It might be 6 p.m. It might be sooner. So whenever we end here, I'm going to go make myself a cocktail, and we're going to go shop till we drop, and we're going to show off all of this stuff. We have 40 cruise and travel related items, and we'll be live on Sunday for a cooking show. Ooh la la! What do you guys think about for our cooking show on Sunday on Amazon Live? What do you all think about making salmon tacos with homemade mango salsa? Does that sound springy? Also, guys, the link I just posted in the chat, I'd love for everyone who's here, everyone watching, please click the link and just hit follow over on Amazon for us so that if you want to get notified of our live streams, that's the only way to get notified. So click the link, hit follow, and go check out our store. I just updated the store last night too. Sheena Woods, going on NCL Panama Canal Cruise in February, so excited, yay. You've never done a cold cruise, need suggestions on what to take. Watch our Alaska packing videos, Sheena, too. You need layers for Alaska, closed-toed shoes, jeans, sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, a waterproof outer jacket, and then like a lightweight, warm, puffy jacket. You could get just one jacket that's a warm layer and water resistant for a rainy day, or you could do two. We typically do two. I do like a lightweight rain layer that I can layer under, and then I do like a packable puffy jacket. That's usually what we do. Yeah. Top Rad, Sphere class ships for Princess. Thank you, Top Rad, so much for sharing that. All right, Catherine Vasquez says, unvaccinated age group 4 years old and under, no vaccination available yet, are not allowed to board Royal Caribbean transatlantic cruises. Thoughts about this? My thoughts are that I don't think this is Royal Caribbean's choice. That for one reason or another, it's either the duration of the cruise or one of the landing ports or one of the ports of call along the way that are making this a problem. I know it sucks. I have heard about that rule. I think it's rough. It stinks. I'm so sorry. And this too shall pass. That's all I can really say. Kathleen said, please, when will the 48-hour before testing end? I don't know, Kathleen. I just don't think it's going to be anytime really soon. But I just don't know. I wish I had an answer for you. I want to welcome all of our new subscribers who have joined during the stream. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe button. And also to those of you who have clicked that like button. 113 of you have clicked the like button, but we have 217 watching. So let's see if we can get a few more likes. Look at Shar. She's trying to make it happen. Shar, you're the bestest. You're the bestest. All right. Arch and Jay said, where do we watch the cooking show? You would watch it. Go over to Amazon in the link I just put, follow us, and you will get a notification when we go live. And I usually post it on social media. It's really fun. It's very interactive and fun. And the chat is less busy than here. And so typically we can interact with every single comment that comes through. Whereas in these live streams, I kind of have to go with questions first and then interact as I can. So yeah, oh my gosh, wow, Shar, you are lucky. Interesting thing, Shar, about 11 and 12-year-old kids too. I got an email today from Carnival with a vaccine update on excursions, and what they're saying is that if you have an 11-year-old, they don't even have to go on a Carnival shore excursion anymore. Not only does it not have to be a bubble, you could have an unvaccinated 11-year-old, no bubble excursion, free to go ashore, which is really interesting. Exoit Chris said, what would be better in May, Caribbean or Alaska, looking at Norwegian? I personally would, they're both great. It really depends on what you want to do, but I love Alaska in May. It's early season. It's actually very, very, very sunny. Sheldon Griffith. Sheldon said, let's talk exceptions. How, who, and which line is better? Okay, so right now, guys, there are very few exceptions being made in the cruise world for people who are unvaccinated. You've got the most, in my opinion, and from what I have experienced personally, because we have cruised with the vaccine exemption for our son 2 times, Carnival Cruise Line is the most liberal with exemptions at the moment. It is especially true if you are cruising out of California because of laws in California that require that the cruise lines allow for sincerely held religious beliefs and medical reasons. And you don't need a doctor's note out of California. So we don't talk about this very openly very often, and your travel agent may not even want to book you if you're not vaccinated. My travel agent friends are flat out saying right now, I just can't book people who aren't vaccinated. I don't have the bandwidth for that. It's too much of a nightmare. I don't want to deal with it. But because we have personally been in this situation, I can tell you that Carnival is the most liberal. We are seeing exemptions open up for Princess and Holland America. If I were you, I would try to do Alaska, or I would try to do something that starts out of California in the early times, because as we know, they have those laws around sincerely held religious beliefs and all this other stuff, right? In some states, you have to have a doctor's note. In the Caribbean, it's very competitive to get an exemption. There are more people trying to get exemptions, so it's harder. You go on to message boards, go on to Cruise Critic, go on to cruiseline.com, and look at people who say, I have a party of 20, one of my teens is unvaccinated. Those exemptions get denied every day. There's more demand than there is space on the ship, so you have to be smart. I would try Princess or Holland America and cruise during a time when there's not very many children that are going to be on board. That's what I would do, or Carnival. So I hope, Sheldon, that was a little bit of a primer on exemptions. Unfortunately, we are quite experienced with it with Carnival. I shouldn't say unfortunately at all. Fortunately, my love for Carnival this year, just because we've been allowed to sail with them, has deepened because they're pretty much the only cruise line after things really started to tighten up that we could cruise with. Now, last year we had no problem in June because Royal Caribbean, it wasn't a thing for children to have to be vaccinated. So my son went on Adventure of the Seas, no problem. But then things really started to tighten up. MSC is tightening up. MSC is going the other direction with it. Starting in the middle of April, now they're going to require 5-year-old and up to be vaccinated. And they're going more extreme with it. So it's very layered and very complex, guys. The cruise lines cannot afford to have another shutdown. They're doing what they can to protect their businesses. Hi, Heather. How are you? Chris, how are you? Chris Mosher said, hey, Sherry, my wife, Ashley, and I are big fans. Can you give her a big hello? Hello, Ashley. Hello, Chris. Chris, aren't you the one who just told me you're going on a cruise and asked for some advice over on Facebook? I hope you saw my reply. Have a great time, by the way. Emily Novinger said, going on my very first cruise in November on Carnival Conquest with teenagers and an 8-year-old. Very excited but nervous too. Is November, December a good time to go to the Bahamas? Oh, it's a wonderful time. The water might be a little chilly. The Bahamas water can be chilly anytime, but it might be kind of cold. But other than that, don't be nervous. Be excited. It's going to be great. Emily. Hello, Katie from Australia. So good to see you. Sheldon said, I want a TA that will take the effort. Recommendations. Yes, let me offline with you about that because my travel agent partner has recently said she might start taking some on. And so I might be recommending Wendy for you. Maybe. Maybe, baby. We shall see. Kelsey, what will be your top tip on things to pack? Thanks. Oh, Kelsey, depends on where you're going. And you might really like to hang out with us after this in our shopping show because we're going to talk all about all the stuff you want to pack. But I think my top tip would be a hanging travel organizer, like a toiletry organizer. Something like this is really handy. These travel organizers that have a little, they have a hanger on the back of them, are really great for cruises because you can hang them on the back of your stateroom door. So this is one of my favorite things to pack. Also, magnetic hooks are really great because the walls are metal on a cruise ship. And because they are metal, they are, by way of that, they are magnetic. So that's another good tip. There's so many things. Stick with us, watch our videos, and we'll help you with packing. Way more than you could ever imagine. We got packing coming out our ears. Bonya, which cruise line does the California wine coastline best in your opinion? Probably Princess. Discovery Princess is doing the California coast right now. I love that that Princess does that. And boy, California wine country is beautiful, Bonya. Crazy Dog testing. Are Princess Cruises Kids Clubs open? My understanding is that yes, they are. Top Rad said, we're going on Nordam in Alaska to June. A little nervous since our first Holland America cruise, and we're diehard Princess fans. If you like Top Rad, if you like Princess, you're probably going to love Holland America. At least we do. It's very nice. Crazy Cat Traveler, Princess released protocols for cruises stopping in Canada. They said that for ones that start and end there, no exemptions, period. Yeah, I heard that, but at the same time, I feel like there is a percentage of exemptions, but I've heard that too. Thank you, Katie. I'm doing great. Appreciate it. Hey guys, did we miss your question? Anybody here? Did I miss a question? If we missed it, now is a good time to retype it because I feel like we're getting a little bit. Gabby, there's very few places you can cruise without being vaccinated. Carnival allows some exemptions and Princess and Holland America allows some, but they're very limited. 95% of people over the age of 5 on these cruise lines need to be vaccinated, so it's tough. Thank you, Cricket Fox. You're the best. AJ said, please remind everyone about Emma Cruise's fundraiser she's doing on her channel. She'll cut off all her hair. Oh, okay, AJ, she's doing the... Is she doing that? Is it a cancer fundraiser? Oh, awesome. Okay, guys, go check that out. Oh, that's so cool. Top Rad said, we heard it's the Old Fogey Cruise Line. Well, it is that, but I love it. I personally like Old Fogey Cruise Lines. Kind of my fave. Kind of my fave. Julie Farney, we're going live on Amazon right after this. It's the after party, literally right after this. So probably very soon. As soon as we get through questions, we'll wrap up here and head over there. Barbara said, just came on, have 2 grandkids not vaccinated going on Horizon in July. Are they going to be able to go? You need to apply for your vaccine exemption the moment you fully pay for your cruise, and then you just need to cross your fingers. I don't know how old your grandkids are. If they're under 5, they do not need to apply for the vaccine exemption. If they're over 5, they probably do. Yay, Crazy Dog Testing, Enchanted Princess. What a beautiful ship. You're going to love that so much. What's up, Rayleigh Creative Travel? Good to see you here. Terry H., best place to take unvaccinated kids for a travel test. It depends on where you live, but probably you're going to go to something like a CVS Minute Clinic, a drive-through, Walgreens, Rite Aid, your local drugstores will be good. Probably your best bet. He-Ho said, how do you know when a cruise rate is of good value? Look at the dates around it. Compare it to the week before and the week after and see if the prices go up or down for the same type of cabin and start doing a little comparison. Kelly Manning said, how do I see the Amazon Live? Kelly, you click on the link right here and you can go watch us on Amazon Live and make sure you hit that follow button. It's really fun. And the chat is easy for me to manage usually. And so we get to chat with you the whole time. Seth, good choice. Maybe I'll do the same. Wow, you guys, it's really getting warm in California. I'm hot. And this is the first time in 6 months I've been warm. Charles, Elizabeth's birthday is coming this week. When is her birthday? I'll need more intel on that. Aw, thank you, Rayleigh Creative Travel. Yes, Mike and Cheryl broke the news that we had hit a big milestone with our subscribers the other day. They're the sweetest. They're like, congrats on 98,000. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know we hit it. Mike and Cheryl always watch that ticker, man. They're like ahead of it. It's the coolest thing ever. Before we go, you guys, I want to hear, A, do you have any questions? And B, did anybody get pranked today for April Fool's Day? I have to tell you, our son pranked us. He changed the clocks in the house, which was funny. So we got pranked. Funniest cruise prank I saw. Oh my God, Shailene and Kurt, how are you guys? Are you getting excited for your cruise on Panorama? Isn't it soon? Back to what I was going to say. Funniest cruise prank I saw today was Uncruise Adventures. Did you guys see what they did? Uncruise Adventures announced on their website as a prank that they were going totally vegan as a cruise line. Say goodbye to meat and dairy and hello to vegetables and fruits. I died. I was like, this is so good. So funny. So funny. Oh, Jody Fletcher said, what's your favorite place to cruise September to November? Personally, the Mexican Riviera and or the Caribbean will be great. Oh my gosh. Kurt and Shailene, you guys are that close to your cruise? Woohoo! So great. Cricket Fox, I did see that. Carnival's new cruising submarine. April Fools. And then you guys, I'm not going to say this one on air. It's too bad. I'll have to offline with you guys later, but I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube for the prank that I saw in my email. It's kind of inappropriate. I haven't seen your pranks yet. Oh no, Seth, what have you done? Hi, Margie. I know. You know what, Jim? I love that you said that. Jim said, no pranks allowed in our house. Maureen is not amused. I personally do not like it either. 2 of my colleagues today, my coworkers, we have 4 Microsoft team meetings a day on video. And I asked the girls, I was like, did you get pranked? 2 of them got pranked so bad they were crying before work. I was like, you need to talk to your people about this. No more. No, bad pranks. It's not cool. Aw, Trini Puppy, hello from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much for being here. Ewan, it's cold over there, huh? Oh, I saw that about the Northern Lights, honey. That is so funny. Yeah, there's some good ones, right? Does anyone get off in Ensenada? A lot of people do. They get off in Ensenada and they eat and they go to the blowhole. They go to La Bufadora, they go to the wine country, they go ATVing. To be honest, the food in Ensenada is very good. And there's an excursion that you can do that's really cool. You can go from Ensenada to Rosarito and you can have lobster in Rosarito. Californians, I'm from San Diego originally, and in California, we would drive to Rosarito just for the lobster. So I'm just saying, you might want to do that if you go on a cruise down there to Ensenada. All right. Did I miss any questions? I think we did great. Mia's World of Travel, hello. So awesome to see all of you guys. Oh, how fun, travel with Chris. Yeah, Arch and Jay, I'd be afraid to prank my mom too. Good, smart, be afraid, be very afraid. Okay, guys, let's head over to Amazon Live and talk about cruise shopping. I've just put the after party link in the chat, and we're gonna be over there. I would say it'll take us probably, what, 5 minutes to migrate? You can go hang out, you can click on the link now, but I just wanted to, before we go, guys, I wanted to thank our Patreon community, our Backstage crew. Our Patreon community has grown over the last year. We've had it for about a year, and they literally put food on our table in the Cruise Tips TV house. My grocery budget is basically my Patreon budget. I'm not exaggerating. They really feed us. So I want to thank our Backstage crew. If you're a Backstage crew member and you're here, I just want to personally say thank you so much. I love seeing all of you guys in our monthly Zoom calls, and it really means a lot to us. It was very difficult for us to take that on. We never really wanted to do Patreon. But over the years, our hearts warmed up to it, and it's been really fun. So thank you for encouraging us along the way, and thank you to those of you who support us. We really appreciate it. So thank you, guys. I've just put a link in there, too. And yeah, let's head over to Amazon, guys. I know, Jim, you will make me a cocktail. That's the answer. Yes, Belinda, I don't know does anybody know if Carnival Mardi Gras doors are metal? Purvis, we don't know when testing will end. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's Thursday, Charles. Oh my gosh. Next Thursday, huh? Okay, we need to plan something special for our girl, Elizabeth. That sounds fun. Thank you, Karen and Gord. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. Dave Savard, you hit it on the head, my friend. It's where the cool people are. Oh, we have so much fun over there. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Jeannie, Sheldon. Oh, I know, I see all the hearts. I know our Backstage crew when I see them. Thanks, you guys, so much. Okay, happy cruise planning. It's time to book it. If you haven't booked it yet, CDC has dropped all level of warnings. You can feel very safe on a cruise. It's wonderful. Yes, we still have to test. Yes, we still have to be vaccinated. We're not out of the woods yet, but it'll happen. We'll get there. But for now, cruising is wonderful. It is absolutely all that you remember it to be, and I'll tell you, it's probably more than you remember it to be. So get out there and book it, guys. All right, we'll see you in just a few minutes over on Amazon. I'll put that link in one more time. One more time, just in case anybody just joined, because I know we've got a lot of people here. See you in 5 minutes over on Amazon, and until next time, we'll see you on the high seas.
Cruise around the week.